Here are the 5 biggest financial mistakes you can make. These can destroy lives and break families apart. So, you've been warned. Best avoid these and put steps into place to see yourself well clear of these dangers. My name is Brandon, by the way. I have a master's degree in finance, and I want to see everyone succeed financially. There are 1,000,001 financial mistakes you can make, and while most won't completely ruin your life, there are some real doozies that people make again and again. To start off the list, number 1, paying for an expensive university degree with terrible job prospects. It's not uncommon that college can be $50,000 to $60,000 every year. That is, if you follow the dreamy path laid out to high schoolers in movies and TV. Go out of state and attend your dream university and study what exactly? Irrelevant. Wait, why go there? Oh yeah, because it'd be a great experience, and you make lots of friends, or meet the love of your life, or whatever. That's at least what the movies lay out. But fast forward 4 years, and you have now accumulated over $200,000 in debt from a degree that offers very poor job prospects. Either a low chance of entering the field you want, or entering a field with very low pay compared to the astronomical costs of school. We all know the stereotype of the art history major working at Starbucks. Should just went right to Starbucks instead of racking up crazy debt on a product that doesn't help you. But it's more common than that. Any form of paying for and wasting 4 years just to land a job you could have got without a college degree is a huge setback. And there can be so many better options. A cheaper in-state college, local community schools, getting certificates rather than a 4-year bachelor's degree, trade schools, and please just do some research first about job prospects in industries and subjects you want to get into. So instead of $200,000 in the hole, maybe you can land on one of these options that can cost less than a tenth of that and actually provide a path to a decent job. And don't forget, those loans that the government and banks love to give 18-year-olds, you can't get rid of them even if you declare bankruptcy. Ouch. Number 2 biggest mistake is helping out a friend in need with their mortgage, co-signing on the loan, or with their business that will surely make millions in just 5 years, and you'll for sure get all your money back, plus a huge profit. Not. Co-signing on a loan, by the way, means that you are 100% on the hook for that debt. It's not chipping in a bit or adding your name to the paperwork as a formality, just to help out. The bank has decided that the person is not trustworthy enough to pay them back the loan. It's too risky for them, so they want someone else to step in and say, if they miss a payment or can't pay anymore, don't worry, I can pay all the rest of it back. And that business venture is the same thing. Banks, actually give loans for businesses when they need extra cash. Your friend is only turning to you because the bank isn't a viable option. Too much risk involved. The bank is actually doing their due diligence, saying this business is too risky or is looking like it'll never get off the ground, etc., etc. Maybe you should heed what they're seeing versus putting in tens of thousands of dollars or more to help out the family member or friend. I've seen cases where out of the goodness of their hearts, reverse mortgages are taken out on homes to help them get off the ground, to only have that business go 6 feet underground. Then relationships are ruined, homes are lost. Do not co-sign on a loan unless you are prepared to pay every single dollar back all by yourself. And don't put money in a friend's venture that you're not 100% comfortable never seeing again, because the chances are good that the business will burn through the money and never turn a profit, especially not the rosy and incredibly optimistic profits that their fancy business plan says they'll be making in just 3 to 5 years. The number 3 worst financial mistake to possibly make is letting a gambling habit grow. Making a bet at a football game might be fine. Buying a few lottery tickets every year and dreaming of life as a mega millionaire, probably not a problem. But making bets can quickly turn into a gambling addiction, and it usually starts by actually winning early on, just a little bit. The best thing that can happen is you buy a lottery ticket, $5, sit on it for a couple days, check the ticket, and oh look, nothing, you lose. Or go into the casino, turn $50 into credits, and oh look, you played a few games, had some fun, and slowly spent away your $50. Not that memorable, not too interesting. You can feel the losing game that it is. What you don't want to have happen is you buy that lottery ticket and get 5 out of 7 numbers right. Or at the casino, hit a slot jackpot and turn your $50 into $200. This is where the slippery slope can start. 50 to 200? That's 4 times your money. What if that had been 500 into $2,000? That would be a nice easy payday. Yikes. Lots get caught up trying to replicate that first big win. And thousands have lost their jobs, their homes, their marriages from gambling addictions, ruining children's lives and impacting so many others. The casino will gladly take your money. The gambling apps now on your phone will also gladly take your money. Where things often turn very much for the worse is where a person has lost a bit and starts to think, If only I get that one big win, I can make it all back and more. That chasing the one big win is often the beginning of the end. You can easily search and find gambling help links, by the way. Please use it if you need to, but notice that you'll find hundreds of help resources. It can't just be harmless fun if they need a huge disclaimer, and there are hundreds of organizations built up just to help people get out of the gambling. The fact that sports and other gambling is so accessible on our phones now disgusts me, but here we are. It's best to keep things light, watch the sports, have a night out, and don't make it about gambling and trying to land a jackpot. It's a losing game, and it's already tough enough that your team loses half the time. Number 4 massive financial mistake: when someone continually lives above their means. If you spend more than you make, living above your means year after year, you'll accumulate no savings for emergencies, no retirement savings, and continue to rack up consumer debt. This can be on credit cards and lines of credit, consolidated loans, and buy now, pay later debt. The only way out is to stop, make a dramatic shift. Instead of saving a little bit each month from the start, because of years of accumulated debt from living above one's means, you have to live far below your means just to get back to zero. There are lots of reasons to be in this spot. I'm not here to lay blame, but most everyone can do things to improve their savings no matter how much debt they have. It's just too bad sometimes people have to get started from such a big hole. It's a lot simpler to just maintain a lifestyle of living within your means, even if your savings rate feels so tiny. $50 a month? Great. Just start there. It beats minus $50 a month. And number 5, biggest financial mistake possible: marrying someone who is reckless with money. Piggybacking off of the last one, it might not be you who is reckless with money, spending more than you make, but instead that cute guy or girl you fancy, who you know is always buying the latest whatever, iPhone, trendy jacket, who needs a fancy new car every couple of years, and who thinks it's a human right to fly away on a vacation twice a year. They might be the single worst thing to happen to you financially. Oh, they can change turns into, I thought they would change, in the counseling office or in bankruptcy court. Who you marry hopefully becomes your partner for the rest of your lives. And that also means your financial partner for life. If you don't think they would make for a reasonable business partner, even though they're hot, maybe lead with your head and reconsider who you're tying yourself to and your bank account to. That's it. Those are the 5 big ones. Not a fun video, especially if you've experienced even a little bit of any of these. Hopefully we all get these figured out before falling victim to them. Let me know below, not necessarily if you made massive mistakes, but if you think there's anything else worse than these 5. I'm interested to hear it. And please give me a thumbs up or down whether or not you thought this video hit the nail on the head. Thanks very much for tuning in. Hope you have a great one.